All right, we're good to go. We're starting already. Okay. My name's Martin Reynolds. I'm a field CTO at Harness. I moved on the slide a little too fast there. Essentially, what we're going to talk about today is how security should be a default. And where that really started is, we built a bunch of stuff and automated it, but then when we scaled that out, we just scaled all the insecurity with it. Just automating it doesn't make it better. It just does it on a much wider context. And, we start to trust it. And the problems that we're starting to see, we're already seeing it today. These aren't imaginary numbers. These are organizations that are facing security vulnerabilities today in the software that they're building, releasing, and that could be across the whole piece. So AI genuinely changed how fast we get things and how fast that evolves. But it also, guess what? All the threats change faster, and security didn't necessarily keep up. We kind of had that static security model. Now, when you execute that pipeline and you're essentially saying, hey, please deploy this thing that I've just built, it doesn't understand the intent. They just execute. If there is bad stuff in there, it doesn't really know. We really need to, change that model. So right now we have great AI systems that are building code. We don't necessarily have modern security models that can apply over the top of that. So I think I've caught up now with my voice also. So we have, fast delivery. But security has been fairly static, and we genuinely need to change that paradigm and fill that gap to make it be dynamic, to match that delivery pace. And the attack surface is genuinely large, right? There's always been the code attack surface, but now it's also the infrastructure and the config and the models that we use across the whole piece, whether that's early, left, or right. And quite often for our engineers, it's a very happy Harness engineer there, he's not facing the security friction problem. There is friction often with security, and AI just makes it more complicated. And most engineers don't understand how AI security works. And security ultimately should not be a gate. It shouldn't be a blocker to you getting your code out. It should be an enabler so that you can actually get safe software out without vulnerabilities and lower the risk. So secure by default. That essentially means there are safe defaults. Those are guardrails, not gates, right? That you automatically detect when something goes wrong, and you're smart about automatically remediating the problem. So that AI that made all of this work, we can use that same technology to make the problem better, to help solve it. So AI started generating more code, more stuff that we want to push out to production. Well, AI can also help us solve that problem. So some of those things that I mentioned before do make the problems big, right? If we're generating loads more code, I think Google was saying last time I looked up to 4 times more code that we're generating. What we don't need is more pipelines, we just need smarter pipelines. And so those pipelines that we execute, they should detect, they should verify, and they should learn. And that should feed back around so that they are continually improving. So if we just break that down a little bit, first you have context. So when a change is coming into your pipeline, what has changed? Why has it changed? And is it a risky change? What is the actual risk involved with that thing? Is the CVE that's introduced actually reachable? So the second thing is that we should absolutely verify what we're doing. So the change that we've made, does it need to be made? Has it had all the right steps taken against it? Have we validated all the security? There's no trust without validation. And then third is, it should learn, right? It should understand what good looks like for the systems that we operate. It should understand how it operates in production environments and pre-production environments. And it should be able to detect when it's abnormal and then feed that back into the loop. So, ultimately, secure by default is the way we should be going. And it should be the price of admission. And when I say that, what I truly mean is it should allow us to easily get applications from code to production, knowing that they're secure, that they're reliable, that they've met all the compliance and all the auditing and everything else. That's part of what we do at Harness. We'd love to have you come talk to us. We have a little booth over there. Please come say hello and meet the team. Thank you very much.